Hello students, today we are going to discuss the third part of ninth essay's second unit, and one of the important event in world which had been occurred and also important as far as in short note to be asked as concern, and it is the Russian Revolution or Bolshevik Revolution 1917. The Russian Revolution is considered as an important event in world history. It is also known as Socialist Bolshevik Revolution. Again, I repeat, it is also known as Socialist Bolshevik Revolution. People had dissatisfaction towards Tsar rule. To increase in it, anti-government grouping became more and more strong. Revolutionary Lenin, who was believing in armed revolution, so by the presenting his thought against Tsardom, autocracy, Tsar Nicholas II put him behind the bars in Siberia. After getting freedom from Siberia, Lenin formed Revolutionary Bolshevik Party. Differences of the opinion created in meeting of the Socialist Party. Supporters of Lenin were called Bolsheviks in 1903, and opponents of Lenin were called as Menshevik. Again I repeat, Lenin, one of the strongest personality of the Russia, who has created a socialist party. Such type of the theory was also created by the Lenin, and supporter of the Lenin had been known as the Bolshevik in 1903, and the opposition means the opponents of the Lenin were called as Menshevik. On 8th March 1917, oppressed worker of the Petrograd called a strike. Now what happened? In Russia, situation of the workers and the lower class was too much dolorous. They were feeling stigma. They were depressed. There was no any thing they can gain from the upper or king or anything else. So these oppressed people started a strike in the Petrograd. Petrograd is the name of the city. At that time, the Tsar sent a troop to contain this event, but the army refused to shoot those people. Tsar had already given their troops that you will have to shoot, but army did not shoot these people. As a result, the revolution began. After the fall of Tsardom, the power fell into the hands of Kerensky led Menshevik group. So after the Tsardom, that was fall. What happened? Kerensky was the powerful person which led the Menshevik group. It is also known as the Spring Revolution. Thus, that time, due to Lenin, got a grand welcome by Bolshevik. By explaining the role of the armed revolution in the party meeting, Lenin suggested to bring farmers and workers to power. He believed the importance of the laborers as propagated by Karl Marx. Karl Marx was the profounder of the socialistic theory. In socialism, what happens? Each and everyone is equal in the eye of the law. No one is enjoying the superior right in the society, and no one will feeling any inferiority. Such type of the theory nowadays you will find in China. On previous night of the 7th November 1917, Lenin got the possession of the key places of Petrograd. At that time, government leader Kerensky tried to stop him, but he failed. Thus, by removing temporary government, instigating Bolshevik against Menshevik, declared the final revolution and got the reins in his hand. This became to be known as Socialist Bolshevik Revolution. This to be known as Socialist Bolshevik Revolution. Now we shall go for aims of the League nation. Now what happens? What was the effects of the world peace? Efforts of the world peace. The League of Nations. The horrors of the world war explained the absolute necessity of world peace to the nation because the consequences, the result were too much horrible. So it required to curb over all situation an international organization is needed to be established. So for world peace, the American President Woodrow Wilson and contributed sustainably in the establishment of the League of Nations. The 14 points suggested by the Woodrow Wilson were presented during the Paris peace process on 10 January 1920 and the League of Nations was formed. Here you can see, you will have to keep in your mind 14 points which was suggested by Woodrow Wilson in the Paris peace process. Now we will discuss the aims of the League of Nations to maintain international peace and security. So this is the first aim. Anyhow, if there is any kind of the problem among the countries, then they will have to maintain the peace and security. Every nation has to respect the unity and integrity of other nation. It means each and every nation have to give respect regarding the integrity of other nation. Whatever the unity, whatever the integration of that particular nation, the other nation have to accept it. And third one is to give up the policy of the war. Fourth one, to develop international relation. That is an important one. If our relation is good, then automatically the policy of the war will be given up. To solve the international dispute peacefully through negotiation and mediation. It is also necessary if there is any problem regarding the border or boundary or any even regarding the business. So such type of the barriers in the form of the negotiation, it should be removed with the negotiation peacefully. If any nation ignores the League of the Nations or its mediation, it would be declared as a rebel nation. Thus, the League of Nations established for world peace did not manage to keep a control the imperialistic policies of the superpower. In 1939, the Second World War began. So, this is, we can say, the end of the story. Again, you will have to write down both this short note, Russian Revolution and League of Nations. Thank you very much. Hello students, today we are going to discuss some of the definition of second unit of SS. Now the first definition is the imperialism. If a country is developed politically, economically and in military point of view, it can establish political rule on less developed country, then it is called imperialism. Imperialism means expansion anyhow, with the power of the politic, power of economy, and with the power of military. So this is called imperialism. Second definition is the colonialism. To do business, if one country establishes its trade centers or colonies in other country, it is called as colonialism. As we know that so many people, French, Portuguese, Dutchies, and Britishers came in India and established their business center. It means business colony. That is called the colonialism. Third one, monopoly. For 6 decades, the control of establishing colonies in non-European countries was with Spain. So instead of competition, the situation of one-hand rule arose in Europe. That is called monopoly. Monopoly means one-handed superiority in one business. Fourth one, Opium Wars. Actually, England's British businessmen got permission to establish trade at Canton Port in China. British businessmen used to import opium in India from China. Being intoxicant used to bring physical and mental downfall of a person. So for the safety of citizens of China, China put ban on import and business of opium. So interests of the England were harmed, and wars were fought between England and China between 1839 to 1842. These are known as Opium Wars. Colonies. Due to Industrial Revolution, Europeans to fulfill desire of obtaining natural resources due to discovery of new sea routes went to regions or provinces of Asia, Africa and established their centers are called colonies. Market. Very easy. The management that builds either direct or indirect contact between buyer and seller to make buying and selling process is possible. That is called market. Militarism. Military force was necessary and important for the competition that the European nations got into for expansion. Japan, Italy, Germany had compulsorily started military training. Production of weapons was increased under the pretext of the self-defense. Such hard process situation got an impetus that is called the militarism. Thus, fast nationalism and imperialism gave birth to militarism. Nationalism. Generally, people have feeling of unity, pride and honesty. Nowadays in our country also, such type of the feeling is always necessary and it is also going to be aroused towards our country. The feeling of the unity arises from staying in one region, one language, one religion and same culture and historical tradition. The feeling is called nationalism. Thus, keeping feeling of being prepared to sacrifice body, mind and money is called nationalism. False nationalism. That is not good thing. When the people of the any country desire for making their own independent nation and opt for national unity, then it is called nationalism. But from the nationalism, when feeling of narrow-mindedness, strong greed develops, like only their nation will be the best nation compared to the other, then it will be considered as the false nationalism because it is a strong false feeling which takes the birth. It is called false nationalism. Definition of the shortage: the proportion of anything is less than its requirement. is called shortage. Unemployment, the condition in which a person is not able to get the job, or if a person wants to work at the current salary rate, however, he is not able to get the work, is called unemployment. Versailles Treaty, again repeat, in the final stage of the First World War, the unconditional surrender of the Germany in front of the Allied nations brought an end to the war. Then the Allied nation undertook the peace process in Paris. The arrangement made with Germany during the Paris peace process was made in the Mirror Palace at Versailles. Thus, it came to be known as Versailles Treaty. Disarmament. Any country of the world cannot keep weapons more than certain limit, because if we are keeping too much arms, what will be happen? It will be dangers created for ourselves as well as for the other country. So dangerous or the destructive weapons are destroyed or kept under the care of the international rule organization, then it is called disarmament. Bloody Sunday. Under the leadership of Father Gapon, a large rally was taken out to Tsar's residence, Winter Palace, on 22nd January in 1905 Sunday. There, without listening to the demands of the workers, Tsar's army opened fire on these innocent people. Thousands of the innocent people, like Jallianwala Bagh, died in it, and snow in Petersburg, where the Tsar's palace was situated, turned red with blood. This day is known as Bloody Sunday. And last one, Duma. Before revolution in Russia, Assembly of the Representative of People is called Duma. Bolshevik and Menshevik. The supporters of the Lenin were called Bolshevik, and the opposition party of the Lenin were known as Menshevik. Bolshevik Revolution. Lenin believed in the importance of the laborers as propagated by Karl Marx, while Menshevik group believed in importance of the middle class. As a result, Lenin instigated the Bolshevik against Menshevik in November 1917, declared the final revolution, and got the reins in his hand. This came to be known as the Socialist Bolshevik Revolution. And the League of the Nation. The horrors after the First World War arose, and at that time it was absolute necessary to maintain the world peace for all the nations of the world, and this need for an international organization to be established. So it became necessary to think actively and immediately about world peace. The 14 points suggested by the Woodrow Wilson were presented during the Paris peace process on 10 January 1920. The League of Nations was formed after that.